my God, what a season! Okay, we are finally in that moment where some are crying while some are laughing. All of this makes up life. Hey loves, and how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope you're doing great. Hope everywhere mama, hope everywhere is still well. Welcome back, babies. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and also do not forget to give me a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. So you guys, let's take it back a little, okay? It's the final day of seeing your face today, and this same final day a lot did happen with the housemates, which I discussed virtually everything with you guys except this one I want to address right now. So before Biggie started with the activity of tonight, Biggie revealed to the housemates on everything that transpired and how they lost some amount of money from the actual prize. And then Biggie also showcased the things he put in that made them redeem their prize. Sips and Strokes, working on eggshells, Big Brother's Bakery, body care products, Big Brother's Daycare, Splash and Dash. So all of this sum up to the total earning of 80 million plus, okay? So adding it to the winner money that is already on 50M, right? And then Biggie said he gave them an extra 10 million for the final week. So all of this thingy Biggie was doing to this housemate the final week that we were saying, oh Biggie, you're stressing this housemates, all they are working for is to get their money back. Even the baby thingy, the baby's diary, we watched so much of the housemates taking care of baby that has various names from each of the housemates. So Biggie revealed everything, played the tape for the housemates on how K-Bobo and Co, purchased the item they did. And in total, Biggie said they are left with 80 million. That is the actual prize money for the season. Oh, the housemates were so happy. They were jumping and they were just shouting. And someone was like, oh, Biggie, I said it, he's our big brother. He's so merciful and all of that. They were just jubilating, happy and celebrating. And afterwards, Biggie asked them to go prepare for their final outlook for leaving the Biggie's house, right? And after everything, whilst they were actually preparing, Biggie also spiced it up by actually playing the music of Coin and Jason J. You know when you have artists in the house, it's something you want to hear your song play for the whole of Africa to listen, And I won't lie, Coin and Jason, they are quite talented. I've always said this about those two. I really want to see them push things up, push show. Take out fans, bro. Make this happen. Make the money, my boys. I am rooting for you guys. Afterwards, you guys, so Biggie, it was time for the men game. Biggie addressed the top 9. This is one emotional moment that I don't like to feel at all. Biggie, I'm missing you already. Mimi is missing you. So Biggie addressed the top 9, said sweet things, to all of them in general, and then called them their nickname, for Imisi, Pepper Snare, for Dede, Abambo, for Kola, Mr. Kakop. Biggie was just, for Mensan, the king. Biggie was just, and then for K-Bobo, the resident chef, who again, Isabella, the seductress, who did I not mention? Coin, Mr. Active, Jason, head of house something, Sultana, the queen of something, the president or the leader of the sultans or something. Biggie now, he always have his ways, yes. So let's start immediately. K-Bobo was the 9th housemate to leave Biggie's house. Like I expected that to happen. So this was him walking majestically outside Biggie's house. I don't want us to waste time already because the winner has been crowned and I can't wait to celebrate with the winner. So, and then Isabella followed suit, okay? Isabella was the 8th housemate to leave the Big Brother 10/10 house. Baby girl also walked out majestically, after her name was called, and then we're left with the 6 of them, right? Because we've had the 9th and the 8th. We're waiting for the 7th. Okay, yeah, the 7 of them. So K-Bobo was the first to make it on stage, and then he said he is grateful that he needed to buy that immunity because everybody would have done so. And also Ebuka asked about Thelma, and then Ebuka was like, Thelma is on stage here, and what was the name? K-Bobo was like, I can't wait to speak to her. And then K-Bobo left the stage after he was, questioned by Ebuka. The question was just few. You could see that Ebuka managed his time well. That's why we had 9 housemates left the house today. So, and then later on, Ebuka, asked Sabrina. I love this part so much, at least with the way she left and how she was bitter about the production. Sabrina came for this show, and then she also noticed that, she needs, for whatever she needs in entertainment industry, she still needs to be intact with this production. So she came here, said life has been good ever since she left. And for Isabella's diary session, this girl is a shy baby. So all of this her now show we come to give. So shy. She was just laughing, 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 seeing the ex-housemate and all of that. And then Ibuka was like, okay, so what next? Koin or Kayukumi? She was like, Ibuka, don't put me on a spot, don't put me on a spot. And that was it. She left. The next person was the king, Mensa. Mensa was so shocked. They called him, Baba no one come out. He was shocked. I think maybe he did not see himself going that way. And then the next person was also Jason J. You know, these two leaving, mind you, I was so surprised though. These two left before Kola. Where are the Kola friends? You guys deserve some flowers because what the hell? You know, anyway, the king of Africa came on stage and said he is so grateful to be there. He saw his mom. He was losing it. He was listening. Ebuka needed to just hold him. Mensa, his energy is too much. So Ebuka was like, I know you're looking for your mom. Oh yeah, this is her. Mensan flew, went to go. Oh my God. The mom was like, my baby, my baby. Oh my God. Oh, it's so sweet. I won't lie, you guys. It's so sweet. You know, so Mensa went to go meet his mom. You know, he's one person that has been speaking so much about his mom. He adore his mom so much. When he went to go meet his mom, he lay down on the floor. I know in his mind he's wishing, Mommy, how I wish I won this money for us, so that I could spoil. But Mensa, do not worry. God got you, okay? Your mom will enjoy. You are a good son. Well done. Good job. Okay, you guys. Jason J. So Jason got there and said he is also grateful, you know. And then Ebuka was like, okay, now that you're outside, what do you have to say to your girlfriend? Guess what Jason J said? Jason J said, baby, I'm back. In my mind, I'm like, oh, we are welcome, my brother. She is waiting to give you a hug, okay? You're back indeed. Okay, then we are left to the top 5. We are left with the top 5. Imisi, Kola, Dede, Koi, and Sultana. And yes, Ebuka asked Kola, the other time you were surprised to be amongst the top 10. Now you are amongst the top 5. How does that make you feel? And then Kola was like, Ebuka, oh my God, I did not see this coming. That he is so happy to be here. So afterwards, Ebuka, you know, went to ask some of the ex-housemates some questions, like Damboski, and then asking Damboski, how is it? How did it go for him? How is it going for him after leaving Big Brother's house the first time? That's this. They were the first set that left, Damboski and Ibi Fubaraya. So Damboski said it's been cool, that he has been trying his best to manage this new life of fame that he has got. And then for Doris, they are asking Doris. Okay, they also asked Damboski about Zita. He said, my baby is fine. And then for Doris said, oh, the double D, they are actually doing very well. That they came together, Denari seated at the other end. Afterwards, it was time to know who is going to leave among the top 5. And after every caller finally left, Caller left with his head high because he is among the top 5 this season. He was among the 10 over 10 top 5. Nobody could take that from him. And guess Imisi's face whilst Caller was leaving, knowing fully well that the show has ended. Talking about Imisi, there is a lot I want to speak about Imisi, but we'll get there. You know, so Caller got on stage. The energy too much for Caller, buddy. He was just jumping like wow. He was just jumping like a frog. That's what I mean. He was jubilating. The energy Mensan gave on stage is, in fact, Caller's energy is too much. You know, saw his mom, went to go hug his mom, and then he said he's happy to be here, and then he said Imisi would win. And then the next person to leave amongst the top 4 is Sultana. Sultana left happily. This is her walking majestically out her biggest house, and then she got on stage, and then Ebuka asked the Jason J question and said, you said something that you want to come outside, observe something about Jason J. So what is that thing you said you want to observe? She said, Ebuka, I'm going to keep it to myself. Can I keep it? And that was it for Sultana. And then the top 3, Coin, Imisi, and Dede. Coin was the next to leave, you know. They even asked him how does he feel being amongst the ladies. He said he feel good, but I feel like the Kanye fans were like, hey, he left. They feel like they fell short that Kanye was supposed to be amongst the top 2. But guess what? We had 2 ladies for the top 2. Dede and Imisi Olua. That was so sweet to see 2 ladies, you know, and they hugged each other. They hugged each other so tight, and then it was that time to welcome Kanye, the star boy, on stage. And then Kanye was asked a question about Isabella. And then Kanye was like, it just happened. He said he's happy that he's out here, that he represented the guys. He was the last man standing, so he is happy. And then Ebuka was like, okay, so what about Isabella? I said it did happen. And then Ebuka was like, Kaikumi is here. Did you not feel anyhow about it? He said himself and Kaikumi, they were never G's. I told you guys this Housemate post show go over choke. It go over choke. Anyway, Trace, you guys, we have our top two, and it is that time to know amongst these two adorable ladies who is going to take that home. Already Dede's chest is doing bim bim. In fact, it's remaining small for her Bobby to come outside of her clothes because her chest there, her chest, she did breathe hard. I was also breathing on her behalf too. Imisi was literally crying already because she did not see herself getting this far. So Biggie addressed them that it was time to actually step out to go claim the money, to know who owns the money. But I feel like this season Biggie did not really try for this housemates who gave us a show, because they actually did not do some panana they do to the finalists and also to the top two. We see the top two sipping wine and all of that, but Biggie, we did not see all of that. Even with trying to talk about the winner, all of those segments they do before they announce the winner, they did not do them. But it is what it is, isn't it? But whichever ways you guys, so this was how every part of the house, they started showcasing that another emotional part of the season where you get to see the house turn on and off, turn on the lights and off, you know, the parts we've seen those housemates engage us and the viewers, we've seen them talk and everything. Finally, we are seeing everywhere go mute. This is the lounge, light off, you know, everywhere light off, and that was just it, you guys. And this was how we said goodbye to Biggie's house. So emotional, I'm not gonna lie. And then we finally have our culture. Yes, before the top two came on stage, culture said he knows Ijoba 606 will win, that is Imisi. And then Ebuka asked Thelma about K-Bobo. Thelma said the feeling is mutual for the two of them, so we are looking forward to the K-Bobo and Thelma's ship. And then another sweet part is getting to see Mensah perform on stage with Ade Kunle Gold, the person he is replicating in the house. Yeah, it was a sweet feeling. Now you guys, back to our top two. The pressure is getting worse. Imisi was just crying. Dede heartbeat is just doing bim, bim, bim. And she was crying too, but the tears was not flowing, but you could see that tears is filled up, you know. So, and then Imisi, Ebuka asked Imisi, okay, let me start from you since you're crying. Now, what is this for you? What would you do first thing if you win this money? She said she would take her family out on dinner dates. And Imisi saw her mom on stage and she was crying. And then Dede said she would buy her mom a car and a house and all of that. So after all of those talks, it was time to crown the winner. Ebuka did all his shakara. I'm like, Ebuka, please talk. And guess what, you guys? Imisi won, yes. Imisi won the 10/10 season. Well deserved, baby girl, because she is one of the housemates who literally gave us back-to-back show. She was consistent with her personality. There was no time she faked it, even to the moments when she got on stage. Look at what she wore on stage. Crocs. Her clothes literally did not fit. So from the beginning, that girl stepping into the house to her leaving the house, she literally walked that part. Yes, no faking, nothing. Imisi did it, and that's on period. She worked that part. She was consistent with whatever gameplay she had in the house. There was no shake at a point. There was no switch. It was literally given she was herself, because it takes you to be yourself to do all of that. Even today, that is the final day, she was still putting up all of the acts people were, tagging strategy. She went on stage with Crocs, you guys. But whichever ways, it is what it is. Yeah, so Imisi won over Dede. Imisi won over the 29 housemates. Congratulations to you, Imisi Oluwa. So how does this make you feel? I want to genuinely hear from you in the comment section. Congratulations to you, Imisi. Come and give us more money, or you get why. Anyway, Trace, you guys, tell me what you think. And mind you, the show is not over, because post-show is always hotter. Already, you guys, there is so much buzzwords flying in the air. I can't wait to share with all of you guys, because we pin. Ask people who have been here with Mimiciously Mimi. Post show is always hotter on my channel. So stay tuned, subscribe, and make sure your notification bell is turned. It is a back-to-back posting with you all. We need to do this together. Let's sell babies. Please, if you're here to subscribe, kindly do so. Thank you. And also do not forget to like and share this video. Thank you so much for always selling with me. Mwah.